Hey guys, just doing a repair on my 2007 VE key. So here's the new one I ordered off eBay, and as you can see it's a blank. So basically I've got to move all the guts, you know, logic board and everything else into the new one. Now you can actually change this part over onto the new key, because it's actually locked into that, and you can see that little hole there holds this roll pin, and this is the other half of the key, in case you didn't know. So it's just snapped off, and so if you remove that roll pin you can actually change just this part over. But as you can see, my key is totally destroyed. Now the only other problem with these things is there is like this little chip, I'm not sure if you can see it, right there. Now this chip is glued in, so you can't just, you know, I mean you could probably try and pry it out, but you're most likely going to snap it in half or something like that, and then you're going to have to go to Holden and get a whole new key, and probably cost you hundreds of dollars. But I want to try and avoid that if I can. So my next job is to remove this little piece here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically file the shell away with my handy Leatherman. And you can see there I ordered a Pontiac key instead of a Holden one. Oh well. Alright, well, we'll give it a go and yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so you can sort of see here I've ground away one side of that little transponder. I think that's what it is. So I've nicked it a little bit, but I think it should be alright. So what I'm going to try now is just wedge something in there and try and pry it off, and we'll see how we go. And you can see the dark parts there. That's the glue, that's the plastic, and the light grey there, that's your glue. So it seems to be like a hard sort of resin glue, I suppose. And what I've done here is I've just sort of used a file on the Leatherman to, you know, chop it down, and then use the knife as well and sort of carve bits away at it. And this is where I'm at. Alright, so tried to get it off by one side but couldn't, so I've had to file down this side as well, and you can see the same sort of thing there. So I'm going to try and pry it out now and see what happens. Alright, so I managed to get the transponder out, if that's what it is. Also, if you can see that shiny bit, looks like a bit of copper on the edges. See those little dots? So yeah, she was glued in there pretty tight. So let's put this down. And you see here's the key. You see my lovely file job. Brutal, but effective. Alright, so what I tried to do was move both of these pieces across to the new key so I could test it out with the new transponder. Oh, sorry, with the old transponder in the new shell. But yeah, this structure in here is slightly different on the aftermarket key as compared to the factory key. So what I've done is smashed out the roll pin and then swapped them around. So here you can see that's the blank. So you see this little groove here. It's a bit difficult to see it, but basically the roll pin stops that from moving back and forth, so it actually sticks in the key. And you can see the new one, and I've just put my old, or my other good key in here. So now, moment of truth. test it and see if the car actually starts, and hopefully the alarm doesn't go off and wake up the whole neighbourhood. Magic.